Namaste. In my one of video about Vipassana, I have told that Vipassana can be dangerous, and many people they have texted me personally, and also they have commented on that video that Vipassana is not dangerous, and if it is dangerous, how they need some recognition, some evidences for that statement. So, today I will try to explain with some evidences, with some proofs, or you can say, I will try to tell you facts behind Vipassana meditation, that if you don't prepare for Vipassana meditation, it can be really dangerous. So, let's first of all discuss about this thing that Vipassana was actually given by Buddha. So, Buddha was born 2500 years ago from today, almost 2500 years ago. So, it may be that there are some years either he would have been born like some years earlier or later, but somehow 2005 years ago. So, first thing, just try to imagine the situation of India 2005 years ago. Was there any type of communications like we have today? Was there this type of communication available at that time? Simply answer is no. There was no electricity, there were no television, there were no radios, there were no mobile phone, no satellite, nothing. At that time, if you see the whole scenario of this world, no technology was there. So human being was living in the simplest state of their own being. They did not have all this information system what we have today. What they used to do at that time? For education, there were schools where they used to go. They were like boarding schools at that time. So, a kid, if he wanted to get an education, he had to go to these boarding schools. In India, we used to call them ashrams. So, for education, he had to go to these ashrams, and after graduating from these ashrams, from these traditional Indian schools, he has to come to society and serve. So, the situation of human being was very simple. He was living in a very simple manner. Whatever task it was given to him or her, they were performing those tasks. So imagine Buddha was given a task of a king, so he was performing that particular task only. If there was a person to whom like he had to manage the finances, he was just managing those finances and coming to his home and doing living with his family. So human being was very simple. There was no complication like we have today. So at that time, Buddha got enlightened through Vipassana, because prior to that, now you have to understand this thing. Prior to Vipassana meditation, you don't know that Buddha had struggled for 6 valuable years in his life. He was performing all kind of yoga, meditation, tantra, whatever it was being told to him by masters, because he was roaming here and there just to get this enlightenment. And because of that, he was trying every possible way. People only see him sitting like in a lotus posture, or we say Buddha posture, but they don't see the struggle of Buddha before that. He was traveling here and there for 6 years. If a master was saying to him that he has to stand up on one leg for 1 day, 10 day or 20 days, he was doing it twice. He was doing for like 40 days. So he was in a deep struggle before his enlightenment, before Vipassana. And when you go under this big struggle, there are so many things you do, and one day you get tired of everything. So you have to understand many logic before going to Vipassana. People think that Vipassana is just going, sitting and observing things. No, there should have be a very good preparation before entering into Vipassana. So first logic, I am telling you, it is very simple, it is very logical. Human beings were very simple. Whatever was given to them, it was very easy for them. There were less thoughts at that time. They were living simply. There were less information, and they were in a mode next to animal, I can say. They just had little consciousness. They could understand that being a human, they have to get evolved. There should be an evolution in human being. So human being was very simple, and whatever it was being told to them, like if you have to sit and you have to just observe your breathing, it was simple because thoughts were less. Because he or she knew that either he has to go to work and then come to family, and like that, information and selection of things was not that easy, and whatever was given, they had to do that. Today, just see how many types of information system you have. There are hundreds types of information system. We have newspapers, radio, television, mobile phones, and social system. So it is a big thing today. This information is too much information in our head. If you go to any Vipassana center with this much of information, can you sit there silently without thoughts? Of course not. It is next to impossible to sit in Vipassana and without thoughts. So why I said it can be dangerous. Now you can understand, if you go with this much of information, you cannot sit silently and you disconnect from a world in which you are living with full of information, and then you cut it like immediately, and for a couple of days you may feel good, but what will happen after 2-3 days? Just try to imagine that hurricane of thoughts will come again to your mind, and it will completely be like an explosion inside your mind, and it can really be harmful for you. You may have thoughts of negativity and so many things. And many friends, they have tried to tell me that okay, they have done Vipassana and la, and they felt good, but now I have a question for them. Do they really feel that bliss now also, or was it good at that time? Was it better at that time when they were in? Of course that would be better at that time when they were in this Vipassana thing, but can they feel that bliss till now, right now? The answer will be no. Just ask to yourself. The permanent bliss is when you are in that mode in which you were in Vipassana center, and you are also now. And that can only happen when you have prepared, and once you are prepared, you can grasp that peace and harmony in that Vipassana training, and it can go to your depth, and when you will come from that depth in the society, you can be in the bliss all the time. So I hope you will understand what I am saying. And what I am talking about, this preparation, you really need to understand this thing also. I will explain later in other videos how you can prepare about before going to Vipassana retreat. But one thing is for sure, if you will not prepare for things, if you will not prepare for that high school from the very beginning, from your kindergarten, you will never be, crossing the hurdle of 10th grade or high school. You have to prepare, and then only this is how you can cross the hurdle of high school. So preparation is must for everything. Some people just get curious about things, that something has happened in someone in vipassana center, in vipassana meditation, or in some other type of meditation, and they don't know their journey, and then they got curious and they think that they also will go there, and there will be some impact on their lives as well. But no, it is not gonna happen. You don't know the journey of someone else. You have to anyhow go undergo this journey. So first thing is, the logic behind I am saying vipassana is dangerous is because of this thing, that vipassana was invented 2500 years ago, and the difference between that time and today's time is huge. There are so many inventions between this time. So if you are thinking that at buddha's time and this time there is no difference and you can just go and sit, you are in a misconception. You will be in peace for a couple of days, but when you will come to the society, you will be same again. So that is first thing you have to understand. Second thing related to vipassana meditation technique is that there are some certain psychological things going on with everyone, and many types of physically and mentally and spiritually. These three things, they are totally different with everyone. So some people, they have worked in their previous lives on meditation, on spirituality, and so on, and because of that they can be like in some further stage. So don't follow, and try to work on your body. There are so many things which are related to your body. That's what I have given. That's why I have given you the example of buddha, that he had struggled for 6 years. You have to work on your body, you have to work on your mind, you have to work on your soul, then only that treasure can be accessible. The problem is that we are trying to find small paths, easy accesses, and it will never happen. If things were so easy, then of course the whole world could have been in that state. Problem is that most of time we are following other and following their journey. You have to follow your journey, you have to prepare yourself, you have to work on your body, mind, and soul. I want to give you an example, and this is how you can understand why I keep on saying about preparation, why I always emphasis on satsangs, why always I keep on talking about the company of spiritual people. I want to give you a very beautiful example. So just try to imagine, in your houses you have bulbs, those electricity bulbs through which you get the uh, this kind of, you can say, light, and so many type of lights you get. So there is this small electricity bulb, and its capacity is 100 watts. Just imagine, its capacity is 100 watts, and the energy which you talk about, it's it has the capacity infinite. Infinity is the capacity of that energy. So you are trying to put that infinite energy in a capacity bulb, in a bulb which has a capacity of just 100 watts. Is it possible? As soon as it will come to this 100-watt bulb, it will explode. And that happens when people go to vipassana places. I have seen many people. They have contacted me that they have many problems after vipassana, and that's why I wanted to talk on this thing. I will of course talk how you can prepare before going to the vipassana center, and you feel more results after this preparation what I will be talking here. So I hope you will understand the reason behind why I have said that vipassana can be dangerous. And today I have described how it is dangerous and what is the basic difference between 2005 years ago's vipassana and today's vipassana. Vipassana is just not sitting and observing. If you cannot see your thoughts, if you cannot go away from your thoughts, all this vipassana thing is useless, because as soon as you will enter to your work, your society, your family, you are the same person. In 2 3 days your peace, your harmony, everything will be gone, because you haven't prepared. The real essence is only when it stays with you permanently, when it is with you in all the time, wherever you go, nothing can impact you in that way. So I hope you will understand. If you still have any question, you can always write on comment, or you can um, always you can comment on our YouTube channel also. If you have anything you want to share, you can always share. You are always welcome. If you want to support us, please support, because your all support is like helping thousands and thousands of other fellow travelers. So sending you so much love. Namaste.